Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Guys, please check it. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. To check it. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Right, right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. Good evening, guys. Right, sir. And today, just I want to give a small introduction part related to this Java. Just brief overview of Java programming language I'm going to give. All right. All of you are coming for a demo class only, right? Right. Thank you. And after that, I want to give some clarity about our like process, how I'm going to complete these classes, what is my plan of conducting these classes, all the things we are going to understand there. Right. Now let's see this point here. First of all, I'm asking one direct question to all of you guys. Now today you're coming for Java demo class, right? Core Java, or whatever it may be, full stack Java or something else. Simple question, straight question. Why you are selecting Java now? We have so many technologies, so many programming languages, but still why we are selecting Java today? What's the need? Because of your parents' force, no? Hmm? No, sir. My brother is working with IBM. He earned per month 60 lakhs, 60,000 or 70,000. No. So my parents are saying to us, so your brother is already earning 60,000 while you are vacant after completion of the BTech. So go and join with the classes at Amirpet, then try to get job. Because of this, you are coming, right? No, sir. I completed my BTech few years back, 4 years back. After before this, maybe after completion of my BTech, I joined with some college there as a lab in church. So now I want to go for marriage. Opposite side people are asking to me, if you are the lab coordinator, we don't want to give my girl to you. So try to get software job, then only come here. Yeah, is this the reason? Any other reason? No. So then simple question, why you are selecting Java? Any reason, Kerno? Definitely, I can give some reasons. All these reasons are funny reasons only, but I think so these reasons may not be available for you. Only one simple, straightforward answer. For the sake of getting job, for the sake of getting good job. Why is there? Why job is required? Common sense only. I'm asking that. I'm not thinking about too much technical questions now. Why we need this job now? Because of two reasons. Because of very good identity. As I completed my academics, definitely I have to get some identity. I need some background. So one company background I required. So job is mandatory. That's one point. Why job is mandatory? Why identity is mandatory? Sorry. We are able to get job at any field. That is not at all the deal. But with very good identity, getting job is important. So identity, recognition, that's one reason. Any other reason here? Second reason, ultimate reason we have. What is the second reason? No? What is the second? Identity is okay. Respect and identity both are at the same side. Second reason is there. What is the second reason? No, money. Am I right or not? Good amount of money every month. Survival, right? Definitely, we need some money. See, if we are giving answers like, "Sir, I'm very much crazy on programming. That's why I'm coming to this Java." No, I don't want to go believe all these kind of statements. No, they are overaction statements only. Yes, sir. Am I right or not? Identity with a good respect, and next one is what their money. They are the two important factors in our life. Without money, will you work for the 1 year of time with any company? Will you work for 1 year of time with any company without money? No. So definitely money is required or not? Arey yaar, that is your fundamental right. We are working with a company for the sake of money only. At the same time, money with respect, money with identity. That both are required. Fine. Whatever it may be, leave this one. Why I'm giving this kind of discussion here? The point is what? If you want to get very good job, in order to get money and respect and identity, Java is a right platform. Java is a right platform at present as per the outside market situation. Market is not much good. Somewhat dryness is going on there. Understand it what I'm telling there. So even though this much of dryness is going on, but still we can trust Java programming language when compared with other programming languages. Understand it? Kids? Still, some companies are taking Java developers. Some companies are taking Java developers. As per my awareness, I'm telling to you, as per my analysis, as I am observing that the outside market with very much close, maybe next June or July month onwards, again, recruitments are going to be start. Actually, I have 50 companies in my hand at present. Regularly, I'm in touch with that companies there. Then every 3 days once or 4 days once, I used to send mails to them. Why? Because Durgasoft is providing campus drives also. In Durgasoft, companies are coming, they are going to conduct some recruitment drives on all. Understand it now? So I'm in touch with almost 50 number of companies. Every 3 days once or 4 days once, I'm in touch with them. I used to talk with them. Then what is the status now? What is the status at present? What we have to do like this? I used to communicate with them. So they are giving reply to me. Two companies, they are giving reply to me on June or July. They want to come here. They are giving confirmation even for me. So I'm expecting in a June or July month onwards, again, recruitments are going to be started. Meanwhile, you should be ready to attend for recruitment drives in a June or July. That's the status, what I'm telling here. Okay, leave it. So even though the market is not much good, but still we can trust Java. In Java domain, more and more number of recruitments are going to be happen in the companies. Definitely. I'm sure about it. I'm giving one statement to you. I'm sure about it. If you learn Java at present, next 20 to 25 years of time, you will not get any problem. Java is a straight line. Always, it is in upward direction only, not in up and downs. Everybody, understand my point here? Other technologies are in up and downs, but Java will not have any such kind of scenarios. Always, Java is in upwards arrow only, not in downwards. Understand it clearly now. So because of that reason, we can trust Java. Whatever the step today here we have taken there is the right step only. Then if you learn Java completely, I'm giving the word, next to 20 to 25 years of time, you will not get any problem. In Java domain, this much of requirements are going to be happen. As long as all banks are not using, as long as all banks are using Java applications, as long as all insurance domain is using Java, as long as that entire software industry is using Java, you will not get any problem. How long the software industry is available, up to the time Java is getting demand. Simple comparison I'm telling that. 5 years back, if we take now, everybody they are giving hype like what there. Python is getting very good demand, no Java, nothing is there inside the Java. Java is totally down. Python is getting very good market. Now see what is the status now? What is the status now? Python is not much in high position now. Python already down, but Java is in still the same situation. Java is still in the same straight line. Even at present, I'm telling that number of drives, number of recruitments are going on more in Java when compared with other technologies. Java and its related. Not only, I'm not talking about only core Java. Java and it's related. There only the majority of the recruitments are going to be happen. Because of that reason, we are going to have chances to work with what there to have some opportunities on what there Java domain. So we can trust it. That's the first statement here. What I'm telling you. Okay, fine. Anyway, leave it. So for what purpose you are trying to learn Java, that's okay, leave it now. But once you have taken the step to learn Java, then you must bond with that. Then we need to have some, like what I'm telling there, patience level, and we need to complete it. After that, if you try for Java, definitely we'll have very good future in Java. There's a confirmation here, what I'm telling there as a first statement now. Right, sir, before all these things, as you are going to learn Java, first of all, tell me what we have inside the Java. What content, that means what exactly the parts, what exactly the concepts are available inside the Java. Do you have an awareness on it? What you are having inside the Java? Do you know anything about this Java? If you observe this one, Java was provided by Sun Microsystems. What is the company name? Sun Microsystems is a company. It has introduced Java programming language to outside. Say for example, Windows operating system provided by Microsoft. Oracle database provided by Oracle Corporation. Similarly, Java is a programming language provided by Sun Microsystems. Please come. Java is a programming language provided by Sun Microsystems. So, Sun Microsystems has a provided Java in the form of 3 parts. In the form of what there? 3 parts. What are the 3 parts which are provided by Sun Microsystems inside the Java? As per our awareness, I'm telling there. First one is what there? Come on, first one is what there? Core Java. And the second one is what there? Now tell me, advanced Java. And the third one is like what there? J2EE. Don't write anything. Understand? Just try to understand. So your responsibility is what there? Just sit aramly. That means peaceful. Try to understand whatever the points I'm saying there. That's it. Not required to write anything in my classes. Why? Because whatever the things you want to write in our notes is no, I will write in my laptop. I will share the document to you. Everything I will share. Don't worry. At the end of this session, I'm able to give some clear-cut picture for it. Try to understand it now. Now here, now the point is like what I'm telling there. Java was provided by Sun Microsystems in 3 parts. Can you tell me what are the 3 parts now? Core Java, Advanced Java, or the third one? J2EE. Clear or not? This is totally wrong classification. It's totally wrong. Everybody is following this kind of terminology only, but this is wrong. This is unfortunate. This is wrong. This is not the right classification what Sun Microsystems has given. This is only local terminology. More clearly, Amirpet institutes have given this kind of classification as per their business. Of course, not only Amirpet, I'm telling that institutes have given this kind of thing. Bangalore institutes or maybe Chennai institutes, whatever it may be. No. So this is not the terminology which was provided by Sun Microsystems. Okay, sir, good. This is not the right terminology. But what is right terminology? What is right terminology? If you observe this, Java was provided by Sun Microsystems in the form of the same 3 parts, no? But what are the 3 parts here? First one is J2SE or Java SE. Of course, almost all we can say it is a core Java. But that core Java terminology is not available, but we can say it is a core Java, equivalent. And the second one is what there? Second one is J2EE or Java EE. Second one is what there? J2EE or Java EE. And the third one is what there? J2ME or Java ME. J2ME or what there? Java ME. So, all of you are getting it or not? Now tell me, Java was provided by Sun Microsystems in the form of 3 parts. What are the 3 parts now? J2SE, J2EE, J2ME. What is not available? This is not available. I want to delete this, not try to understand it now. Just let me delete it. Not required. That is a totally wrong terminology. But in outside, everybody is following that terminology only. Because of that reason, as a first point in my classes, I'm telling to you clearly, The terminology is a wrong terminology. This is right terminology that we have to follow. Clear, sir? J to SE, J to EE, and J to ME. Good, that's okay, fine. But what is this J to SE actually? What it will cover? What we are able to get from this J to SE? What we are able to get from J to SE? Right, simple points. Try to understand it clearly. Java 2 Standard Edition. Java 2 Standard Edition. Abbreviation, I'm telling them. Good. What it will provide? It will provide only fundamentals of the programming language. What it will cover now? Tell me. Only fundamentals of the Java programming, not complete Java. See, if the total Java is provided by J to SE, then what is the requirement to go for J to E and J to ME? Get my point or not? So J to SE is providing only fundamentals of the Java. By using these fundamentals, what we are able to do? Do you prepare any application by using fundamentals of the Java? With only fundamentals of the Java, is it possible to create any application? Understand it clearly. By using J to SE, we are able to create, we are able to prepare, listen, all of you know, standalone applications. Come on, guys. Now, what is this one here actually? Standalone applications. By using fundamentals of the Java. Here I'm saying that by using J to SE, I'm telling there, or maybe by using fundas, by using fundamentals of the Java, we are able to prepare what type of applications there? Now tell me. Come on, standalone applications. Then immediately I'm getting a question. Sir, what is this standalone application? Okay, J to SE, only fundamentals of the Java. By using fundamentals of the Java, we are able to prepare standalone application. Okay, I do agree that. But what is this standalone application? What is the meaning of the standalone application? Answer is very clear. Try to understand it now. Listen, I'm giving clarity. Try to understand it now. If we design, and execute any application, all of you clear up to now? If we design and execute any application without using, come on, what is this now? Without using client server architecture. You know, there is a design architecture, client server architecture. Client will send request to the server, server will perform some process, server will send some response back to the client. This is what client server architecture. All of you are getting my point or not? Client server architecture. Okay. If we design and execute any application without using client server architecture, or listen carefully, without distributing application logic over multiple machines in the sense computers, without distributing multiple missions, then that application is what their standalone application. Right, sir? All of you understand this point clearly? Please read out the definition here. Whatever the definition here I've given there, clearly understand it. It's very simple definition here. Try to understand it. Try to analyze, try to understand. While reading the content, we have to understand what I'm telling there. If we design and execute any application without using client server architecture, hold on here. Client is one mission, server is another mission. Some program we have to write on client mission, some other program we have to write on what their server mission. Means that my application is distributed over multiple computers or not. In a client server application, my application logic must be provided a client mission and server mission or not. That I don't require. That is not available in my application development. There is no concept like client server application. There is no concept like what there client server architecture. So without using client server architecture, or without distributing application logic over multiple computers. My application logic must not be distributed over multiple computers. Then that application is called as what? Standalone application. It means that my entire application I have to write and I have to execute within a single computer. Indirectly, what I'm telling there, my complete application I'm going to provide within a single computer. Are you able to follow or not? See this punch here. I want to give a simple diagram here. Now try to understand this diagram. So this is one computer. Sorry. This is one computer. Now inside this computer only, I'm going to prepare my entire program. Now here, this is what I'm telling there, my application. Everybody understand this clearly. Now here, I'm going to prepare what there, some application logic. My complete application is available inside this particular machine only. My total program is available inside my computer only. This is the logic. This is my code. Whatever the instructions here I want to prepare, this is my code. Now computer I want to say it is what their mission. And this is my program. Program I want to say it is what their application. Total application I have written within a single computer. There only I am compiling my program. There only I am executing my program. My program is asking to me enter some input data. I entered input data in the same computer. My program is giving some output to me in the same computer. I am able to test my application within the same computer. Everything about my application is going on in a single computer. Entire application logic is provided in a single computer. This type of application is called standalone application. If you're following or not, this type of application is called as what there? Standalone application. To prepare the standalone applications, we required what technology, what programming language we required? J2SE, Java 2 Standard Edition. To prepare these applications, only fundamentals of the Java is sufficient. Only what is sufficient here? Fundamentals of the Java is sufficient. Not required to go for too much Java programming language. Is that all of you are following or not? That's okay. Now this is clearly the diagram here. Don't worry. This diagram also I'm going to be include there in the future. I will provide even this diagram also to you in the document here now. Right, sir? Clear? This is exactly the meaning of what their standalone application. Okay, sir. Understood, sir. Clearly, I'm getting some point here. What is the point here I'm getting there? J2SE is a Java 2 Standard Edition. It will provide only fundamentals of the Java programming, not complete Java. With only fundamentals, I can prepare standalone applications. What is standalone application? Design and execute Java application, any application, without using client server architecture or without distributing application logic over multiple machines, or by providing entire application logic in a single computer. Then that application is what their standalone application. Okay, good. Up to that, okay, I understood that. Now tell me, sir, how many applications are standalone applications in outside? In outside, so many applications are available. So many computer applications are available. Out of all these computer applications, software applications, how many applications are standalone applications? What are the examples for these standalone applications? Can you tell me? Right. I can give some examples. After that, I will give ratio. Understand it? What are the various examples here I'm telling to you? So this is my laptop, right? Inside my laptop, inside my computer, calendar is available or not? Can I get calendar or not? Come on, guys. That calendar is also an application. That application is available within the same computer. Am I right or not? So that calendar is what there is an example for standalone application. Leave this one. Inside my computer, calculator is available or not? Come on. Calculator doesn't distribute its logic over multiple machines. It doesn't require client server architecture. Within my single computer, that calculator is running or not? All right, so now calculator is an example for standalone application. Say for example, for the sake of diagram, I open this paint. This is what their paint. Am I right or not? Paint is also an application. All right. This paint is also be what their a standalone application, and so on and so on and so on. So many things are available. Calculator, calendar, and so on. All these things are what their standalone applications. Clear? That's fine. All right, sir. Good. These are the examples now. But how many applications are standalone applications in outside? How many applications are standalone applications in outside? If you observe this point here, I'm giving clarity. Now try to understand it now. Only 5% of the applications are standalone applications. Only how many applications? No, 5% of the applications are what? Standalone applications. Only 5% of the applications are what? Standalone applications. Yes, clear? All of you are following these points now. Good. Remaining 95% of the applications are not standalone applications. Only 5% of the applications are what? They're standalone applications. Clear? Now try to understand it clearly after this. Application development is only 5% about the standalone applications, about J2SE, but it is a, okay, it's a direct utilization. J2SE direct utilization is only 5%, but it's a dependency level, but its dependency level is a 1000%. That is this point. Its direct utilization is what there only 5%, but its dependency level is what there 1000%. Sir, what is this mathematics today? 5% and 1000%. I'm not getting clarity. What is this actually? I'll give some clarity. Understand it now. Understand it now. It is a dependent programming language for, it's a dependent programming languages for number one, to learn J2EE, instead of saying that learn, to work with J2EE technologies. If you want to learn advanced level, we must require core level or not? If you want to construct a building, foundation is required or not? That foundation is what there J2SE. That remaining part of the building is what there J2EE. If you want to work with J2EE technologies, what is required? J2SE is required. That's why I'm saying that it is a 1000% dependency level. It is required 1000% for other technologies. Observe carefully. And other one is like what I'm telling there. Apart from that, to work with Selenium testing tool. I think you already aware about it. Selenium testing tool. Selenium is one of the tool for the sake of the automation, right? Automation testing. Selenium is one of the tool. If you want to learn or if you want to work with the Selenium, you must know J2SE. Without having J2SE knowledge, you are unable to do anything with the Selenium. But Selenium is also another tool. It's going on there in outside. Next one is what there? In the same way, Salesforce. If you want to work with the Salesforce or if you want to learn a Salesforce tool, again, you require what there? J2SE part. Not only that, if you want to work with the Hadoop, do you aware about it? No, Hadoop is a big data analysis. If you want to work with or if you want to learn Hadoop, again, what is required here? No, J2SE is required. Or if you want to work with or if you want to learn SAP related tools, ABAP or maybe some HR or maybe something else. If you want to learn SAP tools, SAP tools, then again, what is required here? No, J2SE is required. Not only that, if you want to work with Android mobile application development platform, if you want to work with Android mobile application platform, there definitely we require what there J2SE part, and so on and so on and so on. So many. Not only this, just only some of the products list I have given there, and so on. So many. Everything, almost all 90% of the software products nowadays are depending on what their J2SE. But J2SE direct utilization is only what 5%, but its a dependency level is what there 1000% because of all these many things. If you want to learn Salesforce, if you want to learn Selenium testing, or if you want to go with SAP tools, or if you want to learn Adobe, for all these things, one prerequisite is needed. What is that prerequisite here? J2SE part. So it's a dependent programming language or not? That's why 1000% dependency level is available over this particular programming language. Yeah, because of this reason also we might be Java is not having any downfall. Always Java is having what there upgrade. That means upward arrow. You can understand it clearly. Right, so now this is what exactly the information about what there J2SE. Guys, tell me what I discussed here up to now. Point by point I have given there. First of all, tell me what is abbreviation for J2SE? Java 2 Standard Edition. What it will cover? What it will provide? Only fundamentals of the Java. By using these fundamentals, what type of applications we are able to prepare? Standalone applications. Standalone application is using client server architecture or not using client server architecture? Come on, using client server architecture or not using client server architecture? Not using client server architecture. Without using client server architecture, without distributing application logic over multiple machines, if we design and execute any application on if we design and execute any application, then that application is what there standalone application. Can you tell me some examples for standalone applications? No, calculator, calendar, paint, and so on. How many applications are standalone applications in outside? No, 5%. So J2SE direct utilization is what 5%, but its dependency level is what 1000%. How can you say it's a 1000% dependent programming language? How can you say it's a 1000% dependent programming language? Why? Because it is required for working with the Salesforce, for working with the Selenium testing, for working with the SAP tools, for working with the J2EE applications, for almost 95% of the software products required. What there? J2SE. Because of that reason, its dependency level is what there? 1000%, but its direct utilization is what there? 5% only. All of you are clear or not? Can I move forward? Can I go for the next one here now? All right. What about this next one here? Observe carefully. J2EE. The next one is what there? J2EE. All right, sir. What is this J2EE actually? Everybody, put more concentration here. J2EE is what? Observe carefully. First of all, abbreviation. What is this J2EE? Java 2 Enterprise Edition. Yes, sir. What is the abbreviation? J2SE is what? Java 2 Standard Edition. J2EE is what? Java 2 Enterprise Edition. Clear? J2SE has provided fundamentals of the Java. J2SE has provided what? Fundamentals of the Java. But J2EE will provide server-side programming. Come on. J2EE will provide what side programming there? Server-side programming. Server-side programming in the sense client-server architecture or not? It is using client-server architecture or not? Server-side programming in the sense it is using client-server architecture or not? All right, sir. Next one, point number 3. It will provide server-side programming. Okay. By using J2SE, what we prepared there actually, which type of applications we prepared there? Standalone applications we prepared there. Am I right or not? But by using J2EE, it can be used to prepare what type of applications? No, enterprise applications, or simply speaking, distributed applications. By using J2EE, what type of applications can we are able to prepare? Enterprise applications, or we can prepare what there? Distributed applications. Sir, all of you are getting my points or not? Enterprise applications are what there? Distributed applications. Now again, I have a question. What is this enterprise application? What is this distributed application? What's the meaning of it? Right, the point is very clear. If we design and execute any application, quite opposite to standalone application, exactly opposite to standalone application. Now tell me, if we design and execute any application there without using client server architecture, but here on the basis of what? Client server architecture, are there without distributing application logic over multiple machines. But here what there? By distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that application is called distributed application, or what next one here, or enterprise applications. Right, don't worry, I'll share this document to you, just rough information, just roughly I'm giving all the points here, but try to understand it now. If we design and execute any application on the basis of client server architecture or by distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that application is called distributed application or enterprise application. That's it. This is what exactly the meaning of like what the distributed application or an enterprise application. Yes, all of you are getting clarity on these points now. That's okay, fine. But I have a question. How many applications are distributed applications? Right, if you want to see the diagrammatic representation here now, easily we can understand. Observe carefully. Now this is one computer and this is another computer. All right. This is one computer. All right, sir. In between these two computers, what is required? Network is required. Am I right or not? Network is required. Protocol is required. Communication point of view. Now this I want to say client mission. Now this I want to say what there? Server mission. All right, sir. Now here at a client mission, we are going to write a program, client application. At server mission, we are going to write a program, server side application. Now this is like what I'm telling there, client application, and this is like what I'm telling there, server side application. All of you are getting my point or not? All right, now this is like what their network. So here we have some coding part. At client program, we have some coding part. Here these are the number of intersections. Similarly, here also we are having what their number of intersections. All right, then first of all, what we have to understand here now, first of all, client will send request to the server, that is to the network. Then network will submit that request to what there, the respective server mission. Server side program will be executed. Server side program will be executed. When this program is executed, whenever this program is executed, automatically some response will be generated. That response will be given back to the network. That response will be given back to the network. Observe carefully. Here network will send the required response back to what their respective client. Now tell me, application is designed on the basis of client server architecture or not? Application logic is distributed over multiple machines or not? Come on, guys. So this type of application is called as what their distributed application or an enterprise application. Clear? Okay, fine. This is okay, fine. But how many applications are enterprise applications now? How many applications are distributed applications? If you want to know that, now try to understand it clearly. 95% of the applications are distributed applications. 95% of the applications are what they're distributed applications. Any examples, sir? Any examples, sir? All banking applications are distributed applications or not? Very good. Then what next one here? After this, no, all insurance applications. Tata insurance application maybe, then Bajaj insurance, like so many insurance applications are available. All these are like what there? Like next one is after this. All social media applications. social network applications are what they're directly distributed applications now. I think very much you already aware about it now. Like what they're all food delivery applications. Food delivery applications now. All these are like Swiggy, Zomato, all these are what they're like what they're distributed applications only. Maybe WhatsApp, maybe YouTube, or maybe social media network, or maybe social network applications. All these are like what they're distributed applications only. Right, sir. Apart from this, like this, so many, every domain, healthcare, all healthcare applications are what they're distributed applications only. All healthcare applications are what they're distributed applications only. Take any Apollo hospitals, maybe care hospitals, maybe there where there's some applications are going on for the sake of tracing, for the sake of tracking patients, for the sake of tracking doctors, for the sake of tracking like what there, then all the details now, prescriptions and everything. Then there also be distributed applications are going to be happen everywhere nowadays. Everywhere distributed applications are going to be happen. Yes, clear to all of you know? Right, sir. That's okay, fine. After completion of this, 95% of the applications are what they're distributed applications only. These are somewhat information about like what they're J2EE. Java meant for J2EE. Not only J2SC, Java meant for what they're J2EE. Java meant for enterprise application development. Clear? Next one, third one. What about this third one here? Now tell me J2ME, Java 2. Now tell me what is the abbreviation for it now? Java 2 micro edition, not mobile edition. Please remember this. M is not mobile. M is what there? Micro. Java 2 micro edition. Clear? What it will provide? J2S is providing fundamentals of the Java. J2E is providing server side programming. What is micro programming? What this J2M is providing there? It is able to provide micro programming, chip level programming. Micro programming, chip level programming. Okay. J2SE, by using J2SE, we are able to prepare standalone applications. By using J2EE, we are able to prepare enterprise applications. Similarly, by using J2ME, what type of applications here we are able to prepare now? By using J2ME, we are able to prepare like mobile based applications. Simply speaking, mobile applications. So, all of you are getting it or not? Good. How many applications are mobile applications nowadays in outside? 100% of the applications are what they're mobile applications. Am I right or not? 100% of the applications are what they're mobile applications. Clear? Good, nice. Then after this, after completion of this, 100% of the applications are what they're mobile application. That's okay. We understood that. But remember one point here. Mobile application development has very good demand. Mobile application development has very good demand in outside. Why? Because if you take any domain, any location, mobile application development, mobile application support is available. Go for hospitals, mobile application development, mobile application support is available. Go for banks now, mobile application. See, for example, I have an ICICI bank account. iMobile app is available. Am I right or not? For the sake of, for example, I have might be what there, Airtel. I have a SIM card. That means communicator. Airtel communication I'm using now. For the sake of Airtel payments and all these things now, my Airtel app is available. My Idea app, my Vodafone app, HDFC Bank application, WhatsApp mobile application, right? YouTube, I'm going to see all videos through YouTube. If I want to see all videos through YouTube, in the sense, what we have to do? We need to install that app or not? YouTube app or not? Of course, by default, it is coming along with our mobile phones now. But if it is not available, we are able to install it or not? Facebook, I want to watch. Facebook, I want to see. I have to install that Facebook app or not? Observe carefully. Swiggy, Zomato, all these things I have to install in my mobile phone or not? All these are what they are? Mobile applications only. Nowadays, in every sector, mobile application development is available. So that's why 100% of the applications are what there, mobile applications only. But understand my point here. Fifth point is important. Now try to understand it. No, mobile application development has very good demand, but no demand is available for J2ME. It's almost all dead in outside. Not available. No demand is available for J2ME. When the alternatives are coming into the picture, when Android application development, when Android is available in outside of the market, when Android was introduced, when iPhone technologies are introduced, automatically demand was reduced, demand was fall down for what there? J2ME. No demand is available for J2ME nowadays. Why? Because number of alternatives are available for mobile application development. That's why nobody is thinking about J2ME part. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my point or not? So this is a clear-cut information here I'm telling there about all the content here. We have to understand now. Right, sir. Finally, now tell me, all of you now tell me, Java is available in how many parts now? 3 parts. What are the 3 parts now? J2, SE. Then what next one here after this no? J2, EE. Third one is what there? J2, ME. Out of all the 3 things now, which one is very good? J2, SE and J2, EE. If you want to learn J2EE, we require what? J2SE. So we have to understand both. Nobody is thinking about what? J2ME. Being the Java developer. If you want to become as a Java developer, your target is very clear. J2SE and J2EE. That we have to learn. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? Okay, leave this one. Right. Now just a few minutes of time. Just I want to discuss about like what there. What exactly the content here I'm going to discuss with you. What exactly my plan of discussing all the content here. Just 2 minutes of time. I want to give some clarity. Of course, already the document I created here, whatever the content I discussed today also, I'll share this document to you. Okay, but not immediately. Right. I need to take one more class there. In that one more class there, I'm going to share all the resources and on what exactly the content I want to provide there. Everything I'm going to provide to you. But before that, now let us have some clarity. All right, sir. Mainly, I'm going to provide this clarity. If you join with my classes, if you want to join with my classes, what advantages we are able to get? Everybody understand it clearly now. All my classes are might be being recorded here. Every class now. Recorded videos will be provided for everybody up to 1 year of time. After completion of the course, 1 year of time. Not right from today. That means what is the meaning of it now? Every class recording will be shared to you. Even today's class is also shared to you. Within 1 hour after completion of the class, that recording will be shared to everybody. So it's going to be available up to 1 year of time to you. That 1 year of time we can calculate after completion of the course. But right from today onwards, videos are going to be available for everybody. Observe carefully. This is very good support what Durgasoft is providing at present. Other institutes are not providing this much of support here, but Durgasoft is giving this much of support. Why? Because multiple advantages are available by sharing these recorded videos. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it what I'm telling you. It's a backup, completely backup. If you want to watch again the same class, no need to wait for other batch now. Directly on the same day, open that video and try to watch the content. Understand my point here? If you are unable to stay at Hyderabad, if you want to go outside there, yes, videos are available. Within 1 hour, we are able to see that video support. We are able to get it. All of you are getting it or not? Okay, fine. All my classes materials are available in the form of soft copy. And if you want to get hard copy, some charges are going to be happen. Just you can check it at our office there. But soft copy will be provided for everybody. Okay. Right, sir. Free access to the classroom notes. Whatever the notes I'm typing there, everything I will share with you. No need to worry for it. Free access to the classroom applications. Whatever the programs I'm going to provide, everything I will show. Live applications. In front of you, I will type everything. Even notes also I'm going to type in front of you. Now today, how I'm going to type the content? While explaining the concept, I'm able to type the content here. Multiple tasks I can do at a time here. I don't have any problem there. That notes I'm able to share with you. Okay. All right, sir. Course completion certificate will be provided at the end of the course. You can utilize the Durga brand also in outside. Definitely, some weightage will come to your resume. Next one is, yeah, this is important. Durga is providing company drives, but depending on the situation. Alright, we have some clients with us. I'm going to get the companies there. Then company drives are going to be conducted. Understand my point? What I'm telling you. So this is not like any job guarantee kind of program there. This is clearly technology based program. Content guarantee, not job guarantee. Content guarantee. If you understand my total content, getting job is nothing. Very simple. In my classes, 80% is a success rate. Definitely, 80% is a success rate. For every 100 members, 80 members are going to get jobs. Sure. But 1 month before or 1 month later. Okay, leave it now. Concepts wise written test we are going to be conducted on every topic. If it is possible, I'm able to plan for what their mock interviews. Okay. Working with multiple database. Okay, these are the technology related things. No, by moving on to the concepts, we are able to understand it clearly. No need to worry for it. Right, sir? Part of the notes itself, I'm going to include interview questions also. Question and answer format, we are able to get it. So there's multiple advantages here we are able to get. That's okay. Coming to the, okay, then next one is one more thing here. Which version I'm going to discuss now? What is the latest version of the Java? At present, latest version of the Java is what is the 19? 20 is coming now. Okay, I didn't check it. Last 10 days of time I was totally off actually. So if 20 is available, I'll discuss about 20 also. Don't worry for it. It's a matter of one day to update myself. Right? What features are available, new features inside the 20, I'll discuss with you. But at the end of the course, not immediately. Up to the latest version. Up to what their latest version. Right from starting point to ending point. Ending point is what their latest version. Okay. All right. So today, what batches we are offering from Durga Soft? Today is a general demo class I am conducting here. This is a demo for these multiple batches. Only core Java, if you want to learn, we can come for this. Batch 2 is a basic Java, core Java, advanced Java, Oracle, and basic UI. Batch 3, complete Java package, core, advanced, Hibernate, Spring, Spring Boot, microservices, web services, Oracle, and basic UI. Next one is what there? Full stack Java, core Java, advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring, Spring Boot, microservices, web services, Oracle, basic UI, Angular or React, Linux, AWS, DevOps, and testing tools. This is full stack Java. Nowadays, this is a trending in outside. Every company is looking for what? Every company is looking for full stack Java developers only. Nowadays, every company is looking for what? Their full stack Java developers only. But these packages we provided namesake, no, but this is main package. Everybody is looking for it. Understand it? What I'm telling them. But after completion of this course, everybody, you are able to get full stack Java total content. Nearly 60 pages document is available. In a 60 pages document, the total syllabus I included there. So you are able to get that 60 pages document through your WhatsApp. After completion of this class, our admin people will send the document to you. There we can see the total syllabus. Whatever the syllabus I'm going to discuss inside the class, the total syllabus you are able to get. Okay, in full stack Java, what is my participation? In full stack Java, what is my participation? If you have to this red color symbol, this total red color box, up to total Java related, I will take the responsibility. Remaining non-Java related things are available. Remaining part, some other trainers will take that content. But my part is what there? This total. Almost all 70 to 80% of the full stack Java I will cover. Here Java is the main content. Remaining things are what there? Sidewise technologies. But they are also important for us now. We have to learn it. Some expert trainers will take that content here. But these things here I'm going to take now. Sir, if you're getting it or not, what I'm telling you now. Okay. All right, sir. Now then all right, regarding this remaining further details, no, just we can contact with our admin people there. We can reach out to our office people, or maybe they'll give more clarity regarding this admission and everything here, whatever it may be. But myself, from my side, I'm giving these many commitments. Definitely, we are able to see the content, total content. So my simple philosophy is what there, what I know about Java, everything I want to give to you. At the end of the course, your knowledge and my knowledge must be same. At the end of the course, I want to say everybody to teach Java to somebody else, not only in a position to get job. Once you're in a position to teach Java to somebody else, getting job is nothing. You can play with interviewer. So I will increase confidence. I'll inject more content. That is my main philosophy. See, the shortcut way to get job in the sense everywhere It is available. Just you can go for it. If you want to get job in a shortcut way, no need to come to Durga Soft. Really, if you want to learn subject, then come to me. Then come to my classes. It's totally subject based, totally content based. I'm going to improve your subject level. That's my actual target. If you are subjectful, if you are contentful, getting job is nothing. At any location you can survive. That is a simple philosophy here, what I'm telling you now. Okay, right, sir. This is one thing. And lastly, one simple point here I'm telling to you. Observe carefully. All of you guys understand it now. Today is one demo class I discussed here, but tomorrow actually I need to take this session now. But tomorrow is a festival, I think so, right? Even myself also, I'm not going to be available there. Then tomorrow I'm not going to take the class there. Sunday anyway half. Sunday is also not available. Next class will be on Monday. Next class will be on Monday. At what time we have to come there? Next class, no? On Monday, 5:30 we have to come there. Please remember this. At 5:30 we have to come next class. Please remember this. After few days of time, I want to take your classes right from 4:30, not only 5:30. Please remember this. After a few days of time, I'm going to conduct your classes right from what? 4:30. Understand, guys? What I'm telling you. Few days of time, I'm going to take your class at 5:30. Why? Because that schedule is not available. Actually, I need to start your class at 4:30, but schedule is not available. After a few days of time, I will start your classes from what there? 4:30. 4:30 to 6. I'm going to take it. Remaining classes, full stack Java, if you take now, evening starts, you can assign to me regarding this Java, total Java. Remaining time, we can attend for other courses. In full stack Java, up to 7 courses I'm going to take. Remaining courses you have to take now. In the remaining time, we can take that courses now. But up to full stack Java, up to Java stream, I'm going to take at evening time only. I'll give the time to time schedules to you. No need to worry for it. Sir, all of you are getting clarity or not? Okay. Almost all now. The time is 6:41. At 6:30, I have to start other class there. Students are waiting in outside now. So on Monday, I'm going to take your class there. Few days of time, 5:30 to 6:30 only. But after that, I'm going to take your classes from what time there now? 4:30. 4:30 to 6 o'clock. I'm going to take your classes here. Here itself, I'm giving confirmation for it. Okay. Shall we meet on Monday? Right, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot for attending this demo. We'll meet on Monday. Monday at 5:30 only. Monday at 5:30 only. After that, I'll give intimation to you on which date onwards you have to come at 4:30. Monday at 5:30 only we have to come. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on Monday. Guys, those who are attending in online there, then already time is completed. Don't worry. Then on Monday, I will put some time for you for the sake of your doubts clarification. If you have any doubt, then definitely I'll clarify it on Monday. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Am I audible, guys? Am I audible? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Good evening, guys. Right, sir. In the last session, what we completed there, in the content here we discussed now in the last class. and differences between Java and others. The topic we started there in the last class. In the differences between Java and others, just we have started our conversation. Now let us understand the content here. Introduction topic I started. In that introduction part, what we completed, just a Java history, the topic I completed. Java history, in the sense what there? Java history. Then what is the background story for Java? Why Java is coming? Only these few points I completed there. Okay. Then immediately we started with the differences between Java and others. In others part, what we have taken there, no, C and C++. These two things here I have taken there in the comparison. Then after that, from this, in the comparison here, what we completed there, if you observe this point now, first one is like what there, C and C++ are static programming languages, but Java is what there, a dynamic programming language. There are given some kind of points here. Now try to understand it clearly. I want to give some explanation. Already required points I have given there, but I want to give some more explanation. Now try to understand this clearly. Right, sir. For example, all of you observe this clearly. For example, I have written a program. I have written a program. This is what actually .java file. .java or .c, whatever it may say. For example, .c. I've taken it. Here I have written some lines of code, number of instructions. Here I have written coding part. Now tell me, all of you tell me, who has written this program? Developer or not? Developer, programmer has written this code. How programmer has written this code? Programmer has written this code in his understandable language. Developer has written this code in his understandable language. Am I right or not? So what is the developer understandable language? No, developer understandable language is what? High level language. High level language is what the developer understandable language. Got it or not? Fine. I completed this program. Then I have to execute this program or not? Everybody understand my point here. I have to execute this program or not? To execute this program, here we have to use a mission. Here we have to use what there? A mission. All right, now here I want to say like what there? Execution. This is like what there? Execution. This execution would be performed by an engine. In the case of C, that engine is called as what there? C engine. C programs are executed by an engine, C engine. C++ programs are executed by an engine, C++ engine. Similarly, Java programs are executed by an engine, Java engine. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my point or not? C engine, C++ engine, Java engine. Python programs are executed by an engine, Python engine. So different names are available for Java engine and Python engine. Python engine is also be called as PVM, PVM, Python Virtual Machine. Java programs are executed by an engine called as JVM, Java Virtual Machine. In this way, here we are having some other names. It's okay, fine. This is C engine. Good. If you provide this C engine, if you provide this C program to the C engine has to execute that program and it has to give some output. C engine has to execute that program and it has to give some output. What is that output here? It has to provide there some output. Whatever the program you have written, as per that some output here we are getting. But here we have a problem. There is a problem here. What's the problem here? We are able to get. No, observe carefully. Now tell me, C engine is a mission or not? C engine is what there is a mission, just like a some hardware related, or maybe some engine, right? It's a mission. It's not human being. It able to understand. It able to execute only low level language representations. That mission is able to understand only mission language, low level representation. But observe carefully here. Here we provided program in what language? No, high level language. Of course, C programming language only. int I is equal to 10, high level representation. Say for example, what is this high level representation actually? Int I is equal to 10 is a high level representation. But what is this low level representation actually? This is low level representation. Zeros and ones is what their machine language, low level representation. So we have written our program in what representation? No, high level representation. But C engine required the program in what representation? No, low level representation. Are able to follow or not? This is what their high level, this is what their low level representation. But there some miscommunication is available or not? Some miscommunication is available. So we are unable to execute our program in this case now. But I want to make it is execute. If you want to execute this program, then what we have to do there? Here we need to go for some approach. What is that approach here we have to do there? Now try to understand it. If you want to execute this program, first we have to convert our program from high level representation to low level representation. First we have to convert our program from high level representation to low level representation. Here I am going to take some converter or a translator. Here I want to take translator. Here I am going to take translator. Here I want to take this translator has to take this high level program as an input. It has to convert that high level program into low level program. The total low level program here we are going to get in the form of a separate file. Low level program here we are able to get in the form of what there? A separate file. That file is like what there? .exe file. Inside this .exe file, then what we are able to have there? Here we are able to have like what there? Low level representations totally. Here this is totally what there? Low level representation here we can understand. Right, sir. These are like what there? Low level representations. Right, sir. We can understand this. Low level representation. This is low level representation. Okay. Whenever we are getting this low level representation, if we give this low level represented code to the C engine, now C engine will execute this low level code. C engine is able to provide the required output. C engine is able to provide what there? The required output. Now this is what exactly the process of executing our program. Are you getting it or not? Now you understand it clearly. Here we have used some translation process to translate the program from high level representation to low level representation. Now this translation process is called as what then? Compilation. This translation process is called as what there? Compilation. Now tell me here, what is the meaning of this compilation clearly? What exactly the meaning of compilation here? If you observe this point here, answer is very clear. Compilation is a process of converting program from high level representation to low level representation. This is point number one. Okay, observe carefully. Again, I'm asking there, what exactly the purpose of this compilations? No, I'm going to give some points here. Compilation, in the sense, two things. One is what the conversion from high level language to what next one can know low level language, high level language to low level language conversion. And second thing is what there. Now tell me all of you know who has written that program? Who has written that program? Programmer, developer. Am I right or not? Human being only. Developer in the sense what there? Human being. See, human being may go for some number of mistakes in our program. While writing the program, number of mistakes here we are going to do. Definitely, it's a minimum fundamental right for human being committing the mistakes. Am I right or not? Having mistakes in our program is not a crime. Having mistakes in our program is not a crime, is not a wrong thing. It's a common thing for everybody. But without checking whether our program containing errors or not, without checking whether our program contains errors or not, trying to execute the program is a crime. Are you able to follow or not? Without checking whether our program contains errors or not, you are trying to execute our program is a big crime. So what is the point I'm telling there? Before executing our program, first we have to check whether our program contains any error or not. Before executing our program, first we have to check whether our program is having any error or not. If our program is having error, then we have to correct that program again. If no errors are identified there, then program is going to be executed. So definitely we need to perform some error checking or not. In our program, we have to perform some error checking or not. Exactly. That error checking here we are going to do with what there, that compilation only. Compilation is responsible for what there? Error checking. Compilation is responsible for what there? Error checking. Is it all of you are getting clarity on these points now? Is my point is clear to all of you? Right, sir. Now tell me, two responsibilities are available for compilation. What are the two responsibilities now? Come on, one is what there? Converting program from high level representation to low level representation. Second one is what there? Error checking. Error checking is one responsibility. Converting from high level to low level. This is another responsibility. Yes, all of you are getting clarity why we need to go for compilation now? No response, guys. Fine. Let's come for the next point now. Observe carefully. The time when we perform compilation, the time when we perform compilation is called as compilation time. The time when we perform compilation is what there? Compilation time. Got it or not? The time when we perform compilation is compilation time. Compilation time is also be called as static time. Compilation time is also be called as what there? Static time. Next one, the time when we perform execution, that is called as execution time. The time when we perform execution is also be called as what there? Execution time. Execution time is also be called as what there? Dynamic time. Dynamic time is also be called as what there? Runtime. They are the names, different names. The time when we perform compilation, static time or compilation time. The time when we execute our program, execution time, dynamic time, and runtime. Sir, all of you getting my point or not? Okay, now observe carefully. One more point I'm telling you. For example, int a is equal to 10. I have written this in a section. Int a is equal to 10. Now tell me, for a variable, this is a variable. For a variable, 2 bytes of memory will be allocated or not? Internally, the 10 is the data. The 10 data has to be stored or not? Where the 10 data has to be stored in internal memory. Am I right or not? So here, what we are able to have there, 10 is the data here now. A value and 10 is the data. The 10 data will be provided within what there? 2 bytes of memory. Am I right or not? That means for every data type, on the base of data type, for integer, 2 bytes of memory will be allocated. So this is a primitive data. For this primitive data, memory must be allocated or not? For the primitive data, memory must be allocated or not? Please recognize my point, what I'm telling here. Definitely, memory will be allocated for the primitive data. Clear or not? Okay, now listen carefully. I'm giving conclusion, try to understand it now. If any programming language allows memory allocation for the primitive data at a compilation time, not at runtime, at a compilation time. If any programming language provides memory allocation for the primitive data at a compilation time, not at runtime, that programming language is called as static programming language. That programming language is what there? Static programming language. All of you are getting clarity what I'm telling there? If any programming language allows memory allocation for the primitive data at a compilation time, not at runtime, then that programming language is called as what there? Static programming language. Similarly, if any programming language allows memory allocation for the primitive data at a runtime, not at compilation time. At what time there? No, runtime. Then that programming language is called as dynamic programming language. The programming language is what there? Dynamic programming language. Is that clear or not? Right. So now observe carefully. Of course, I want to give even this diagram also for you. In the document, I will include even this diagram also. Now observe carefully. What is the definition here given there? What is the first difference between Java and others? So now tell me, what is the very first difference here? C and C++ are static programming languages, but Java is what there? A dynamic programming language. Tell me, what is the point I have given there? Yesterday, I think in the last class I have given the point here. What was the point I have given there? If any programming language allows memory allocation for the primitive data at a compilation time, then that programming language is called static programming language. Examples for static programming language is what there? C and C++. Observe carefully. Next one is, what is this? How this is a static programming language now? In C and C++ applications, memory will be provided to the data at a compilation time only, not at a runtime. So C and C++ are what their static programming languages. Next one, if any programming language allows memory allocation for the primitive data at a runtime, if any programming language allows memory allocation for the primitive data at a runtime, then that programming language is called as what their dynamic programming language. Examples are what their Java, Python. In Java applications, memory will be allocated for the data at what time here? At a runtime. In Java applications, memory will be allocated for the data at what time here? No? At a runtime. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? What I am telling you now. That's okay now. This is the first difference here, what we identified clearly. Okay, that's okay, fine. Now this is completed. Then what next one here? After completion of this, second difference here we are going to understand. All of you observe carefully the second difference now. Everybody understand it now? Preprocessor is required in C and C++, but a preprocessor is not required in Java. Sir, all of you are getting clarity on this? Preprocessor is required in C and C++, but a preprocessor is not required in Java. Clear? Right. All of you observe carefully. Before going to understand preprocessor is required or not required in C, C++ and in Java, before understanding this preprocessor required or not required in C, C++ and Java, first of all we have to understand what is preprocessor, what is the role of the preprocessor in programming, where this preprocessor is existed, what it is able to perform, what it is able to do in our programming languages. That all the points here we have to understand. After that we will decide whether preprocessor is required or not required in C, C++ and Java. Yes, sir, all of you are getting it or not? What I am telling you. Right, sir. Now let us understand the content here, what I am telling to you. Observe carefully. I want to give one diagram here. For example, I'm going to write a program. Now this we can understand a C program. Dot C. This is what there, a C program dot C. Observe carefully. Next one is, we need to perform compilation. Here we have to perform what there, compilation. When we perform compilation, now tell me guys, after compilation of our C program, what files here we are able to get? What file here we are able to get? Already we have seen in the previous diagram there. Of course, different files here we are able to get .obj, .ai. Finally here what we are able to get, no, .exe file. That's what we required. After that, whenever we are getting this .exe file, there we can execute our program. So now here we have to perform like what there, execution process. Execution process here we have to perform. Whenever we are executing this program now, here directly we are able to get some output. Here we are able to get like what there, some output. Right, sir. Now this is the overall scenario here we can understand. All right, now if we observe this compilation, in compilation is not like only one mission work. Compilation is like 4 missions work. Compilation is not like single mission work. Compilation is nothing but 4 missions work. What are these 4 missions here we are able to provide? First one is like what there? Preprocessor. First one is what there? Preprocessor. Okay. Next one, after that, compiler. Compiler. After that, assembler. Then after that, loader, link editor. Loader, link editor. That's it. Observe carefully. First one is like what there? Preprocessor, compiler. Next one is assembler. Next one is like what there? Loader, link editor. This is overall. Right, sir. Understand it clearly. Now inside this, again now I'm telling there, here the requirement of the preprocessor, location of the preprocessor we understood there. This is sufficient. But I want to elaborate even compiler also. Internally, compiler is also existed. What is available there inside this compiler? Compiler, if you observe this, lexical analysis phase. After this lexical analysis phase, next one is what there? Syntax analysis phase. After this syntax analysis phase, next one is semantic analysis phase. Next one is intermediate code generation. After this intermediate code generation, code optimization. Then after this, another one is what there? Code generation. Right. These many phases are available inside the compiler. If you open the compiler, these many phases are existed again. Let's see this, the phases what we are having there. Now first one is like what the lexical analysis phase. Next one is the syntax analysis phase, semantic analysis phase, intermediate code generation, code optimization. The next one is like what the code generation. Of course, along with these two more tables are available. The two more tables are not required here, like symbol table, error handler table. So different things are available here. It's not required for us now. But majorly, this is the total architecture what we are having. Right, of course, I don't require all these concepts immediately. I don't not required to understand each and every point immediately. So from this diagram, what I require the information, what exactly the point here I'm trying to say. From this diagram, we can understand the location of the preprocessor. From this diagram, what we have to remember, the location of the preprocessor. Where is preprocessor? At which location that preprocessor is existed? That point here I require now. Tell me at which location that preprocessor is available? Inside the compilation. Inside the compilation, the very first phase is a pre-processing phase or not? Inside the compilation, the very first phase is what there? Pre-processing phase. Is that all of you are getting it or not? Only this point. For the sake of this point only, I given this entire diagram here. Okay. Right. Let me provide this point here. Try to observe this clearly. Here the diagram here I'm going to provide. Now tell me, what is the location of the preprocessor? Preprocessor is the first phase. Preprocessor is the first phase in compilation. Preprocessor is the first phase in compilation. That's okay, fine. What this preprocessor will do? What preprocessor is able to do? What is its responsibility in programming languages? Observe carefully now. I'm going to give some clarity. Now try to understand it now. All of you observe carefully. In a C and a C++, not only in the C, I'm telling that in a C and a C++, observe carefully. Every programming language is having some predefined library or not? Come on, guys, you have to respond for me. Every programming language is having some predefined library or not? So in C and C++, the complete predefined library was provided in the form of header files. Am I right or not? If you're having awareness on C and C++, we have to answer for it. The complete predefined library is available in the form of what their header files. Can you tell me examples for these header files? No? stdio.h, am I right or not? stdio.h. Come on, next one is like what there? After this stdio.h, math.h. After this math.h, next one is what there? conio.h, and so on. So many things are existed here now. What are the various things now? stdio.h, math.h, conio.h, and so on. These examples I'm telling them. Okay, good. Listen carefully. Okay, predefined library is available in the form of header files. But how I'm going to use them in my C program? The predefined library is available in the form of header files. But how I'm going to access that header files data in my C program then? In C and C++ applications, if you want to use predefined library which are provided in header files, if you want to use predefined library which are provided in header files, then we have to include header files in the C and C++ programs. Am I right or not? We have to include header files into the C and C++ programs. Good. Further purpose, what syntaxes, what we have to use there? Examples I'm telling there. Hash include stdio.h. Am I right or not? Or statement here we have to use there. Hash include stdio.h. Next one is a hash include conio.h. Next one is a hash include math.h. Hash include like what there? Math.h. In this way here we are able to provide this. Am I right or not? Next point is very, very important. Try to observe carefully. For example, I have a program. Inside my program, I have written all the hash include statements. I have written all the hash include statements like this inside my program. Observe carefully. If we compile a C program, C and C++ program, C and C++ programs, then preprocessor will perform the following actions. All of you observe carefully what actions it able to perform there. If we compile C and C++ programs, then preprocessor will perform the following actions. Point number one. Listen, all of you listen carefully. Preprocessor will recognize hash include statements. Hash include statements. Am I right? Observe carefully. Preprocessor will recognize hash include statements. Preprocessor will take all the specified header files names from hash include statements. Am I right? Preprocessor will recognize all the hash include statements. Preprocessor will take all the header files names. What are the header files names I specified here? stdio.h, conio.h, math.h. It able to take all the header files names. Clear or not? Next one. After that, observe carefully. Preprocessor. Understand it clearly. What I'm telling there. Preprocessor will check. Preprocessor will check whether the specified header files are available in C and C++ softwares. What preprocessor will do? No, whatever the header files name here we specify. No, preprocessor will check whether the specified header files are existed or not existed in the C and C++ softwares. Say for example, if you want to compile my C program, first of all, C software must be installed in my computer or not. In that installed C software, preprocessor will check whether these header files are existed or not existed. Okay, observe carefully. Point number 3. In the case, if the specified header files are not existed, if the specified header files does not exist or existed, the specified header files are not existed, in the C library, C predefined library, or inside the C software, then preprocessor will raise an error. If they're not available, then preprocessor will raise what there? An error. Got it or not? In the case, for example, right, sir. In the case, observe carefully. If the specified header files, if the specified header files are existed in the C predefined library, then preprocessor, observe carefully, preprocessor will load all the header files, to the memory as part of compilation. Sir, all of you are getting it or not? All of you are following this point or not? First of all, preprocessor will recognize all the hash include statements. Preprocessor will take all the header files names what we provided. Preprocessor will check them whether they are available or not in the C predefined library. If they are not available, error will be raised. If they are available, then preprocessor will load all the header files content to the memory, part of the compilation. Now I'm giving one point here. Now try to observe carefully. This type of loading predefined library, is called static loading. At compilation time, we are loading that library or not? This type of loading is called as what there? Static loading. Is that all of you get my point or not? Then the preprocessor will load all the header files content to the memory as part of compilation. This type of loading predefined library is called as what there? Static loading. The response, guys. All of you are getting it or not? What exactly the point I'm telling here? Now tell me here, what is the conclusion here I'm telling there? Conclusion, not the point, no, conclusion now. Tell me, by seeing all these points, no, what is the job of the preprocessor in C and C++ applications, no? What is the job of the preprocessor in C and C++ applications, no? The job of the preprocessor in C and C++ applications is to recognize hash include statements in order to load header files content to the memory. To recognize all hash include statements in order to load all header files content to the memory. Because of this particular reason only, here we have used what there? Preprocessor. No response, guys. What I'm telling you now. Is it clear or not? All right, so now. The main purpose of preprocessor in C and C++ applications is to recognize all hash include statements in order to load header files content to the memory. That's it. Now this is, just give a minute of time. Right, sir. So the main purpose of the preprocessor in a C and C++ applications is to recognize all hash include statements in order to load header files content to the memory. Right, sir. This is what exactly the purpose of like what the preprocessor in a C and C++. And the corresponding diagram also here we provided here at which location it is available clearly. But here my question is, preprocessor is not required in Java. Preprocessor is not existed in Java. Why it is not existed in Java? Why it is not required in Java? That point here we want to understand. That's our required point here. Why it is not required in the case of Java? Okay, now observe carefully. After this, here I want to provide the point here. Now try to understand it now. In Java, first of all, tell me, in C and C++, the complete predefined library is existed in the form of header files or not? Come on, in the form of header files or not? But in Java, the complete predefined library is existed in the form of classes and interfaces in packages. Packages. This example is what their packages. Example I'm telling to you. Now observe carefully. Example I'm telling to you. Now observe carefully. Java.io package. Java.util package. Java.sql package. All these are what their packages. Inside the packages, no classes and interfaces are existed. This is the structure of the Java predefined library. In Java, the complete predefined library is available in the form of what their packages. Java.io, Java.util, Java.sql. Understand it clearly now? Okay, good. Next one is in Java applications. See, in the case of C and C++, if you want to use predefined library, in the case of C and C++, if you want to use predefined library, there we have to include header files to the C and C++ programs or not. Similarly, in Java applications, if you want to use predefined library, if you want to use predefined library, then we have to import, the packages. What we have to do there? Import. In the case of Java, importing packages. In the case of C and C++, including header files now. Right. Right, sir. Now observe carefully how we are going to write these import statements now. Just I'm giving that import java.io.star. What is the meaning of this star now? In a java.io package, so many classes and interfaces are available. That all classes and interfaces of the java.io I want to get into my program. That's why here I'm using this one. Next one is what there? Import java.util.star. Similar, in the case of java.util package, so many classes and interfaces are available. I want to get all of them. Next one is what there? Import java.sql.star. So here in java.sql package, so many classes and interfaces are available. I want to use them. That's why here we have used this star. Okay, fine. For example, I prepared a Java program. I prepared what there? Java program. Inside the Java program, I have written all these import statements. In a Java program, I have written what there? All the import statements. Now I want to compile my program. Now I want to compile my program. Observe carefully. If I compile a Java program, then compiler will perform the following actions. Of course, we already aware about it. In the case of Java, preprocessor is not available. That's why I'm using what the compiler. Compiler will perform the following actions. What actions the compiler is able to perform there? Observe carefully. Understand it clearly. First of all, compiler will recognize all the import statements. Compiler will recognize all the imports. In the case of C and C++, preprocessor recognized what their hash include statements. Now in Java, compiler will recognize import statements. Next one is number 2. Compiler will read all the packages names which we provided along with the import statements. All of you observe carefully. Compiler will read all the package names which we provided along with the import statements. Then after that, observe carefully. Compiler will check whether the specified packages are existed or not in the Java predefined library. In the case of C and C++ also, preprocessor has checked whether the provided header files are exist or not in C predefined library. Here also the compiler has checked whether the provided provided packages are available in the C Java predefined library or not. Then point number 4, observe carefully. If the provided packages are, if the provided packages are not existed, if the provided packages are not existed in a Java predefined library, then compiler will raise an error. Compiler will raise an error. Am I right or not? If the specified packages are not available in Java predefined library, the compiler will raise an error. Package XXX does not exist. Package java.util does not exist. Package java.sql does not exist. There we are able to get some compilation error. For example, for example, for example, if the specified packages are available in Java predefined library, if the provided packages are existed in the Java predefined library, if the provided packages are existed in the Java predefined library, then what compiler will do? Then compiler will not raise any error. Please remember this, compiler will not raise any error. In the case of preprocessor case, if the specified header files are available, no error, but header files content is loaded to the memory or not. That is called a static loading or not. Now, what I'm telling there, if the provided packages are existed in the Java predefined library, then compiler will not raise any error and compiler will not load any package content to the memory. In Java, compiler is not loading any package content to the memory. Just compiler is responsible for checking whether the specified packages are existed or not existed. That's it. Yes, sir. In the case of C and C++, preprocessor responsibilities what there? Loading header files content to the memory, static loading. But in the case of Java, compiler is not responsible for checking whether the compiler is not responsible for loading predefined library to the memory. But compiler is responsible for checking whether the specified packages are available or not available in Java predefined library. Is that all of you are getting my point or not? Whatever the point here I'm telling you. Clear. Now this is exactly the point here what I'm telling to you, this point here. That's okay, fine. This is like what there, point number 5. All right, sir. Compiler will not load any package content to the memory. Okay. If compiler is not loading this, but who will load this predefined library to the memory? Who will load that predefined library to the memory? All right. If you observe this, if we execute the Java program, if we execute Java application, comma at a runtime, I'm telling there, not at compilation time, JVM will load the required predefined library to the memory at runtime, not at compilation time. At runtime, JVM will load the required predefined library to the memory. This type of loading predefined library is called dynamic loading. This type of predefined library loading is called as what there? Dynamic loading. Yes, sir. All of you are following or not? What are the points here I'm telling there? A clear cut information here I'm telling you. Try to follow these points here. Each and every point I'm providing in the document. This document is for the sake of you only. All of you are seeing the document there. Whatever the content here I'm providing there. Of course, at the end of the class, I'll give that link also to you. Already given that link to you. All right. Now tell me. I'm asking one question there. In which programming language static loading is going on? In which programming language dynamic loading is going on? Now tell me. Static loading is going on in which programming language? C and C++. Dynamic loading is going on in which programming language? Java programming language. So static loading is supported by hash include statements and dynamic loading is supported by import statements. Are you getting it or not? Now let's come for the conclusion, guys. Now the conclusion is what their preprocessor. Preprocessor is not required in Java. Why it is not required in Java? That's the question. Why preprocessor is not required in Java? That's the question actually. Right, now here we have to understand, no, observe carefully. In Java, preprocessor is not required. Why, sir? What is the reason for it? No, why? Because in Java, preprocessor is not required. Why? Because in Java, hash include statements In Java, hash include statements and header files are not available. Why preprocessor is not required in the case of Java? Hash include statements and header files are not available in Java. Right or not? Now, in Java, packages and import statements are available. In Java, alternatively in Java, packages and import statements are available. So here to recognize packages and import statements, Java is able to use compiler and JVM. So it is not required to use what their preprocessor. Because of this reason only, preprocessor is not at all required in the case of Java. So, if you're getting it or not, whatever the point here I'm telling them. That's okay, fine. Alright, sir. Now, whatever the diagram here we prepared now, this diagram I want to be converted to Java. This diagram is purely in C. I want to convert this diagram into what there? Java. Let me check this here. What we are able to convert here. Now here dot C is available here. In place of dot C, here we are able to get what there? Dot Java. Listen carefully. In the case of C, after compilation, we are getting .exe file. But in place of this Java, in the case of Java, in place of .exe, we are able to get what files there? Dot class files. In Java, only two types of files. Before compilation, .java. After compilation, dot class files. Alright, sir. Now here we are able to get it. But in the case of Java, what is not available here? No, preprocessor is not available. Remaining content is very same. In the case of Java, preprocessor is not available, but remaining content is very same. Alright, so now this one also I want to provide in our content here. Try to recognize this. But I have one important interview question, guys. You have to give answers for it. All of you ready for it? My question is, what are the differences between hash include statements and import statements? What exactly the difference between hash include statement and import statement? This is my question. Okay. Can you give answers here? No? Tell me the very first answer here. First of all, where they are available, where these two things are available here now. First of all, tell me hash include statements are available in C and C++. Similarly, import statements are available in Java. Import statements are available in where there? Java. That's okay, fine. Next one is their functionalities, what they are able to include. Now tell me, all of you now tell me, hash include statements are able to include predefined library. Hash include statements are able to include predefined library which are available in the form of header files. Am I right or not? Now tell me. Similarly, here what we are able to provide there? Import statements are able to include the predefined libraries, which are available in the form of classes and interfaces in packages. Okay. Next one, loading. Which type of load are which are recognized by preprocessor, which is recognized by compile and JVM. If you observe this, hash include statements are evaluated by or maybe recognized by. Hash include statement recognized by whom? Come on, hash include statements are recognized by whom? Preprocessor, right? Similarly, now tell me, recognized by the preprocessor. But import statements are are recognized by the compiler and JVM. Both can recognize. Both has to use this import statements. At compilation time, checking packages, but at runtime, then loading the content point of both has to be recognized. Fourth one. Now tell me, all of static loading and dynamic loading. Hash include statement is a hash include statement is supporting hash include statement is supporting what loading there? Is supporting static loading. Hash include statement is supporting what loading there? Static loading. But import statement is loading. Import statement is supporting what loading here? Now tell me, dynamic loading. Import statement is supporting what loading there? Dynamic loading. Okay, right, sir. Next one is fifth point. Observe carefully. Now tell me, by using a single hash include statement, how many header files we are able to include? Only one header file or more than one header file? Only one header file only. By using single hash include statement, we are able to include only one header file. We are able to include only one header file. Example here I'm telling to you, observe carefully. Hash include yesterday.h. Next one is hash include conio.h. That means if you want to include more than one header file, we have to use more than one hash include statement. That's the point here I'm telling to you. Hash include math.h, like this here we are able to provide. But in the case of Java, what is going on here now? By using single import statement, we are able to include more than one class or more than one interface of the same package. More than one class or more than one interface of the same package by using star notation. We know already. Import java.io.star. Star is representing what there? All, more than one class or more than one interface from the specified package, java.io package. We can